Hi, thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to go through a practice that can help you if you have a pain in your neck. So, there can be a couple of reasons why you might be experiencing neck pain. One of them is that the vertebrae in the upper spine are compressed. So, we're going to be working towards gaining expansion in that area today. The other reason is that you might have some muscle tightness that makes those vertebrae be more compressed. So we're going to be working on stretching out those muscles. So just a caution is that this area of our bodies is very sensitive. So we're not going to be stretching extremely, just slight, small extensions, only to a point where you feel the sensation of a stretch, never overstretching, and definitely never moving to a point where you're feeling a pinching or stinging in that area. So just be careful as you practice today. So let's start by taking a breath in, standing tall in Tadasana. So grounding your feet, having a slight bend in your knees. We'll start by drawing shoulders to ears and then draw your shoulder blades down and back. So feeling that opening in your shoulders. Now stand up tall. I feel like somebody's pulling a string up the top of your head. So using the muscles of your neck to just stretch out and create space in that area. So you can keep your eyes open or just gaze at a point on the floor, and we'll just take a deep breath in and then exhale, let the breath go. Just imagining your spine stretching. So place your hands on your belly, and from your belly upward, stretch your spine and your neck upward. And now from your feet down, feel the sensation of grounding through your spine. So stretching your spine in both directions. So take another breath in and then exhale. Okay, we're going to start by taking your hands behind your head and then take a deep breath in. And as you take a breath in, feel your neck expanding. There's a tendency to look up, so just use your hands as a guide to keep your neck and upper spine in alignment. So take a breath in and then exhale, bend your knees and fold. Now take a breath in and come to a halfway lift. So keeping your hands behind your head, but stretch the crown of your head forward and just use your hands as a guide to keep your neck straight and expanded. Now exhale, fold. Let your neck completely relax. Now using gravity to allow space to come into your upper spine. Now we're going to come up to that halfway lift again. Inhale. Exhale, fold. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Now press your feet into the ground and rise up. Bring your arms up overhead as you reach and extend. Keep your eyes looking forward. Let your neck stretch. Now bring your hands to your heart and down to your sides. Take a deep breath in. Bring your arms out and up. Bring your hands through your heart center as you fold, keeping your knees very bent. Now, once again, let gravity allow that area in your neck to stretch. Now, we're going to be coming to a halfway lift. So as you take a breath in, straighten your legs as you can allow, and then let the crown of your head forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Let your neck completely drop. And stretch. I guess if your neck completely dropped, that would be bad. So don't do that, but let the crown of your head move towards the floor. Now inhale the crown of your head straight. Exhale, fold. Now bring your chin towards your chest and we're going to roll up very slowly, keeping your knees bent. Very slowly rise up. Now straighten your knees, look straight ahead, draw your arms first out to the side, up overhead. Now stretch. Notice if you're looking up, bring your gaze forward. Now bring your hands to your heart and down to your sides. Come into that Tadasana position again. Micro bend to your knees, drawing your shoulders down and back. Crown of your head stretching towards the ceiling, your feet grounding into the earth, feeling the whole length along your entire spine. Now take a deep, full breath in. Bring your hands through heart center as you hinge and fold. Tense your fingers. Step your right foot back into low lunge. Now we're going to take a breath in, but keep your gaze down. Bring your chest up. So feeling that expansion in your upper neck, so not craning your neck. Now plant your hands, step your left foot back into downward dog. In downward dog, we're going to pedal our feet. So press one heel down. Breathe in as you switch. And then exhale down. So bring one heel up as you inhale. And then exhale the other heel down. Notice where your neck is, letting gravity do the work here to bring space into your upper cervical spine. Now lift your head slightly so that you can look at your hands, but don't crane your neck. Walk to your hands. Come to halfway lift, focusing on really stretching the crown of your head forward. Now exhale, fold, and let gravity stretch and bring space into your upper spine. Press your feet into the earth to rise up. Bring your arms out to the sides and up. Now bring your right hand down, and we're coming to a lateral bend. So you'll feel a stretch along your left side. Now as you inhale, look to the crease in your left arm. Now exhale, turn your head and look to your right shoulder. We'll do that 2 more times. So as you take a breath in, look up to the crease in your arm, still feeling that stretch along the left side of your body. Notice what your knees are doing. If they're locked, give a little slight micro bend. Exhale, look at your right shoulder. 1 more breath in, up the crease in your left arm. Exhale, gazing out over your right shoulder. Now as you breathe in, bring your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart and down to your sides. Let's take a moment to adjust again, standing up tall, feeling the length all along your spine, drawing your shoulders down and back. Now, press into the earth as you bring your arms up overhead. Bring your hands through heart center. Tense your fingers. Step your left foot back into a low lunge. Lift your chest up, but keep the crown of your head forward. Plant your hands. Step your right foot back into downward dog. In downward dog, draw your hips up towards the sky and your heels down towards the earth. Let your neck relax. We'll take 2 breaths here, just feeling the expansion again along the back side of your legs. Now take a gaze up at your hands, not craning your neck. Walk your feet up to your hands to come to halfway lift. Really straight spine, crown of your head forward. Exhale, fold, let your neck completely relax. Press your feet into the ground as you rise up. Bring your arms up overhead. Now this time we're going to lateral bend to the left. So bring your left hand down and your right hand up to the sky. As you take a breath in, gaze up at the crease in your right arm. Now exhale, gaze at your left shoulder. My knees are locked, so I'm going to micro bend. Inhale, gaze up at your right arm. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. One more time. Breathe in, looking up at your right arm. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. Now breathe in, bring both arms up to the sky. Bring your hands to your heart and down to your sides. So take a full deep breath in. Exhale and fold. Plant your hands and we'll come into all fours. In all fours position, have your fingers spread. Your hands will be directly under your shoulders. Your knees will be about hip width distance apart. We're going to come into cow pose, but we're going to do it, I'm going to cue it a little bit differently. So as you take a breath in, bring your tailbone up and your chest up. There's a tendency, and I've cued this before, probably incorrectly, to bring your chin up, but we don't want to do that because that compresses that upper spine. So bring your chest up, but keeping your neck straight. So let's just practice that with cat-cow. So draw your hips up and your chest out, keeping your upper neck neutral. Now exhale, draw your chin towards your spine and feel that length in your cervical spine. Now come up, breathe in, tailbone up, chest up, keeping space in that upper spine. Now exhale, come to child's pose. So plant your forehead on the mat and then see if you can find a little bit more length in your neck. So moving your forehead up just maybe like a centimeter to give more space. Stretching your arms forward. Now as you come up, taking a breath in, come into that cow pose with your tailbone and chest up. Now exhale into cat pose, drawing your chin and tailbone in. Take a breath into all fours. Now curl your toes and bring your hips high and back to downward dog. Let your neck completely relax. Take a breath in, come to all fours first, and then bring your tailbone and chest up. Exhale into child's pose. Breathe in, come to all fours, and then bring your tailbone and chin up, or your chest up. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, come to all fours, crown of your head forward. Exhale, bring your hips high and back to downward dog. Let your neck completely relax. Breathe in, come to all fours, bring your tailbone and chest up. Exhale, sink into child's pose. Stretch your arms long, bring your tailbone towards your heels. Breathe in, come to all fours. Exhale, round your spine, chin and tailbone tucked in. Inhale, come to all fours. Exhale, bring your hips high and back to downward dog. Breathe in, come to all fours. And now we're going to come all the way to our belly. So rest your forehead on the mat. Bring your hands Palm side down, right alongside your chest. Place the tops of your feet firmly in the mat. Now we're going to lift chest up, keeping the crown of your head forward. Draw your shoulders and your shoulder blades back and down. When you come into an inhale, lift your chest slightly, but keep your neck in this neutral position. Exhale down. So let's try that again. So breathe in. Draw your shoulder blades back, stretch the crown of your head forward. Feel the sensation in your upper body, but feel the length in your neck as you stretch the crown of your head forward. So you'll be looking down, actually. And exhale. Let's do that one more time. So breathing in, looking down, stretching the crown of your head forward, drawing your shoulder blades down and back, pressing the tops of your feet into the earth, and exhale down. So take a breath here. Now we're going to come up a little bit higher into Cobra. So when you're ready to take your breath in, come into that position where your neck is neutral. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Now press up, keeping your neck in the same position. So now feeling sensation in your lower back. Now just bring your chin up slightly as you draw your shoulder blades down and back. So making sure you're still feeling a lot of length and stretching in your upper neck. Now lower down. Let's do that one more time, pressing up to Cobra. When you're ready to take an inhale, press the tops of your feet into the earth, let your chest rise. Now press your chest forward, draw your shoulder blades down and back. And then press down as you exhale. Now come into all fours, curl your toes, and bring your hips high and back to downward dog. Take an inhale here and an exhale. Now walk your feet up to your hands and come to halfway lift. Hinge and forward fold. Feeling gravity do the work, giving that extension in your neck. We'll take a breath here, in and out. Now press your feet into the earth to rise up, reaching, extending. Bring your hands to your heart and down to your sides. So we'll come into a mountain or Tadasana pose again. So feeling your feet grounded, slight bend in your knees. Standing up tall, draw your shoulder blades down and back, crown of your head reaching tall, your feet grounding you in, stretching in two directions. Take a breath in, reach your arms up to the sky, bring your hands to your heart, plant your hands, step back into plank pose. From plank pose, stretch your neck forward so the crown of your head will move towards the front of the room. Your heels will be pressing towards the back of the room. And then bring your knees down and sink into child's pose. Bring your arms forward. Take a breath here. And then we're going to just come to a seated position and bring your feet out in front of you. So now point your toes to the ceiling. Sit up tall. So once again, the crown of your head tall. And we'll come into that position where your hands are behind your back. They don't have to be clasped, but just have your fingers touching the back of your head. So as you take a breath in, sitting up tall, sitting bones evenly with the weight evenly distributed. Breathe in, draw shoulders back. Now exhale, forward fold. As you're folding, be conscious of where your head is and keeping your hands as a guide to find the spot where you can find the most space in your upper neck. So you might need to maybe adjust your neck in a couple of directions just to find where you can feel the most length. Now take a breath in. Once again, now sitting up tall, the crown of your head towards the ceiling, drawing your shoulders and your elbows back. And exhale and fold again, finding that length. Breathe in. And exhale. And one more time, take a breath in. Now this time just bring your arms up to the sky, looking forward, and then bring your hands down to your sides. We're going to come to our backs. So place your feet on the mat and then roll down onto your back. So from here, we're going to come into bridge pose. So find a foot placement that feels good. Your feet will be about hip width distance apart. Your fingers could just graze your heels. You might need to place your feet further away or back towards your bum. So find a position that feels good for you. Notice where your neck is now. So see if you can adjust your head to get a little bit more length in your upper neck. So drawing the crown of your head towards the back of your mat. Now when you take a breath in, bring your hips up to the sky and then exhale. Now keeping your hips up, as you breathe in, bring your arms up overhead. Now exhale everything down, hips down and your arms down. Let's do that 2 more times. So take a breath in, bring your hips up to the sky, crown of your head reaching towards the back of your neck, and exhale. Now breathe in, bring your arms up overhead, and then exhale everything down. Breathe in, lift your hips up towards the sky. Notice if your glutes are really tightened, let those relax. Exhale. Breathe in, bring your arms up overhead. And then exhale everything down. Lift your feet off the ground. Bring your hands to your knees. Notice your neck placement. Bring the crown of your head forward, so feeling that openness in your upper spine. Now exhale, draw your knees towards your chest. Inhale, straighten your arms and move your knees away from your chest. Exhale, knees to chest. Inhale, bring your knees away. And one more time. Exhale, knees to chest. Inhale, arms straight. Now bring your arms out to your side like airplane wings. Adjust your neck so that you have a nice space in your upper spine. And now we're just going to move from side to side. So bring your knees towards the right as you exhale. Breathe in, come back to center, and then exhale to the left. And then breathe in, come to center. So now this time as you're moving towards the right, bring awareness to your upper neck. So keeping that stretch in your upper neck. Come back to center. Exhale as you move to the left. Breathe in, come to center, and we'll do that just one more time. Really focusing on your neck and keeping the crown of your head pulling forward. Come back to center, and then move to the left. And back to center, and down. So now bring your hands overhead and we'll do a full body stretch. So stretching your arms one direction, your feet the other, getting as much space and expansion in your spine as humanly possible. And then we'll come to our resting position, which could be Shavasana. So your legs a little bit far apart, your hands, the palms of your hands up towards the ceiling. If this position isn't comfortable, find a position that feels good for you where you can remain still for the last few minutes of class. So in whatever position you've landed on, bring awareness to your total body. Doing a slight body scan from your head down your neck and shoulders, all along your back, down your arms, down your legs, all the way to your toes. And notice if you're holding tension in any parts of your body. So just take a moment here, and if you find a spot where you're having some tension, flex the muscles in that area and then allow the muscles to completely relax. So you might need to do that a couple times. So just focusing on bringing your breath in as you tense and exhale, completely relaxing. So as you're finding your relaxation, bring awareness to your breath. And as you're breathing, send your breath to the area of your upper neck. And first think about, as you're breathing in gentle relaxation, allowing any tension in that area to simply let go. So let's take a couple of breaths there, focusing on that upper neck. So breathing in relaxation, and then as you exhale, let go of any tension that you may be holding there. So now that you've allowed the muscles of your upper neck to relax, that surround your upper back to relax, think about breathing in space into that area. So as you breathe in, breathing in, stretching, openness, exhaling, allowing that openness to stay. Take another breath in, imagining length and space and opening, and exhaling. Now bring awareness back to your breath and just focus on your inhales and your exhales. You could say, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. Just focusing completely on your breath. And take a couple breaths, just breathing in and out. Now there's nothing left for you to do. Now is your time to simply be. bring awareness back to your breath, noticing your inhales and your exhales. Allow your breath to deepen, bringing in oxygen, but also energy. You might feel some slight movements in your fingers and your toes as you begin to wake your body up. And then as you continue to take deeper breaths, feeling movement in your arms and your legs. When you're ready, roll onto your right side. And take a moment here in gratitude and thank yourself for taking time for self-care. Taking time to take care of that precious part of your spine, your upper neck and spine, knowing that you've done great work today. When you're ready, press yourself up into a seated position. And when you arrive, draw your hands to your heart. We'll take one last breath as a class together. So take a full deep breath in and exhale. You've done one part to help your neck. So the second part is bringing awareness through your day about keeping your neck straight and tall and keeping space in that area. There is the tendency as we're sitting to round the spine, bring our chins forward. And if you notice when you're in that position, you're compressing that area. So let's keep our shoulder blades down and back, keeping the crown of our head tall. Keep that space in your upper neck. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for practicing.